And I am live. So, have you ever tried to meditate using an app or perhaps a guided meditation and you find yourself falling asleep or you miss the function that wakes you up or it's never long enough and you've just felt like you just need to go a little bit deeper into your meditation technique? Well, I have the solution for you, I think. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So, my name is Alvin. I am the business coach that helps retail business owners improve their cash flow and profitability. And today, I am going to talk to you about my recent 10-day Vipassana meditation course experience. So, really appreciate it. This is streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. And to my left, I'm also streaming live on Instagram. So if you see me walking to the left, that's what I'm doing. I'm mainly going to be concentrating on this camera here because after this live broadcast, I'm going to shut down this software and I'm going to move directly to Instagram to do a live Q&A about my Vipassana experience, my meditation course experience. So if you're liking what you're hearing over here on Facebook and YouTube or even on Instagram, stick around to the end, then you can ask me some questions over there. So as I said, I'm doing this live, so I'd really appreciate if you could like or share the video. If you're watching it live, I'd really appreciate it if you just write live in the comments. And if you're watching a replay, write replay. So that just kind of helps me know who's watching, when are they watching, and so next time I do some more of this live videos, which I'll be doing a lot more of, I know exactly the times and stuff and when to do it. So make sure I would really appreciate if you do that, if you can do that for me. If you're a retail business owner and you're just wondering how the fuck do I take 10 days out of my business to attend a meditation course, that's just not possible. Well, why don't you just write the word, if you're a retail business owner, write the word 10 days in the comments, and I'll reach out to you. One of the team will reach out to you and we can have a quick brainstorming session on how we can get you to one of these courses. Yeah. So yay, thanks Pamela for going live. So I did a 10-day Vipassana meditation course. So Vipassana, so it has been said, is the original technique of meditation that was taught by Gautama, the Buddha, the recent Buddha, 2,500 years ago. It's apparently the same technique that he used to achieve enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. So we don't really hear much about the meditation techniques that Buddha taught. And so, it was kind of lost when Buddhism started to sort of veer off into its various factions, Mahayana Buddhism, Theravada, of course, Zen. This technique got lost. And in true Indiana Jones style, for whatever reason, it remained in its, so it is said, this technique of meditation remained in Burma by some monks who were teaching it in its purest form, apparently. Of course, you can go check all this shit out. And so it was being practiced in Burma, and it just so happened that a local businessman, an Indian businessman living in Burma by the name of Goenka, he discovered this technique, found it was really helpful for him, and being really affected by it, he brought it back to India to spread the word, to help other people with it. And, he's a businessman. He was a businessman. And so he's sort of rolled out this whole Vipassana movement in a very systematized fashion. So it's really interesting to see. So his business roots kind of came through on that one. So, yeah, so it was taught by Buddha, ended up hanging out in Burma for a while, originally the technique, and Goenka brought it to India, and then he rolled it out over the course, over the West, okay? So what is Vipassana? Vipassana is the technique involving, it's a meditation technique where you concentrate or you focus on your breath, your respiration, and also sensations in your body. So, I'm going way too long here, so I'm going to try and speed it up. It was only meant to be like 5 minutes. So, so you attend this 10-day meditation course, and there's a couple of rules, right? You've got to maintain noble silence. That means you can't speak to anyone. Obviously, you can't make eye contact. You are separated from the boys and girls. You've got no mobile phone. You've got no internet. You've got nothing to read. You can't read anything. You can't write. You're basically just trying to live the life of a monk, having 2 meals a day, and basically keeping it really, really distraction free, so you can concentrate on the technique. And they teach you this technique. So in the beginning, you start in the technique, wants you to work with your breath. And so you do that for about 3 days, and then you undergo the full Vipassana technique. So look, I'm not a Vipassana meditation teacher. I'm not going to play to be one. Highly recommend you do the course to understand the whole process if it appeals to you. So I'm not going to go through the real details. But, one of the crazy things about doing this style of meditation is, in the beginning, when you're just sitting down and you're meditating for about 8 to 10 hours a day, right? You start at 4:30 in the morning and you're going till 9 p.m. at night. Obviously, there are breaks for breakfast and lunch only. You don't get dinner. So, when you're meditating, you're trying to focus on the technique, but it's so fucking hard, like you're getting thoughts interrupted, coming into your mind. Like, when I was trying to practice just the breathing component, the observation of the breath, I was getting so many distracting thoughts. Like I came up with so many new business ideas. I was rewriting John Wick 7, all sorts of crazy shit. I even came up with a new Kit Kat flavor, which I'm going to contact Mr. and Mrs. Nestle about. If you want to know what that flavor is, just write Kit Kat in the comments below. So that's basically the technique, which you do for 10 days, right? You're just there just to meditate, just to go deep. So why do I do this? Well, I found that this version of meditation helps me. I've been practicing it for about 7 or 8 years now. It makes me more calm, more balanced. I guess I'm able to sort of remain detached from things. And I think along with the daily practice, it kind of helps me be less angry and, just helps me become a little bit more self-aware. Although it really hasn't worked for me when I have to stand in a line and wait to eat hipster food outside a hipster restaurant. It hasn't worked that well yet, but I'm sure it's coming. So that's what it has done for me. I highly recommend that you do it. Why would you want to do it? Well, apart from all the great benefits that I kind of talked about, you probably had that moment of clarity, perhaps when you're having a cup of coffee and it's just like the world just stops for a second, or maybe you're in the woods, walking in the woods, and you just feel really connected with nature, or you're surfing or windsurfing, or you just want to go a little bit deeper in your meditation practice. You may as well go balls deep and do a 10-day thing. So that's my quick recap. I went 5 minutes over what I was supposed to, so clearly didn't plan this well. So if you have any questions, pop them in the comment section below. If you think it'd be useful to do a Q&A session on Facebook, just put that in the comments below. But in a few minutes, I'm going to jump to my left and go straight to Instagram. And remember, if you're a retail business owner and want to figure out how you can create 10 days out of your schedule so you can attend one of these courses, just put 10 days below and I'll get back to you. So hopefully you found that useful. I'd love some feedback, and I'm going to end this broadcast now, and find me over on Instagram, where we've been going live all the way through. And I will do that now. So thanks for watching Facebook and YouTube. I'm going to end this now and run to Instagram.